I got this very interesting comment from a JP bro on my tweet about the Yunyun Syndrome situation and this localization firm Dragonbaby. If you're not familiar with this disaster of a localization, consider watching my full video from the other day detailing the entire thing. There's a lot of context into all of this. I've been getting a lot of support on this topic. Thank you all very much. Glad you've been enjoying the coverage. Let's return to that JP bro now. I actually met Tomoe JP back in March when I was talking about the Ben Diskin, Capcom, Katrina Lewandowski, or whatever her name is situation, you know, more corrupt localizer stuff, go figure. That is to say that it's always cool when we see people in Japan showing interest in the horrible stuff that's going on with localizations. It's good that there's more awareness to this topic. And so here's what he sent to me on April 25th. Developers, anime and manga publishers, and the Japanese government are all aware of this issue. Some game development companies are using AI to reverse translate translated text and correct poor translations. Additionally, in contracts for sales and distribution overseas, it becomes a power game, quote unquote, that includes distribution, marketing, and merchandising. So there are cases where the Japanese side cannot maintain control. Regarding that, plans are being considered to strengthen and support translation staff and international business staff through the Japanese government. So thank you, Tomoe, for the comment and the insight. Now, some of this we're aware of, and I've covered for years already. For example, how iconic mangaka Ken Akamatsu was elected to Japan's House of Councilors on a campaign largely fighting for freedom of expression, as well as Japanese politician Taro Yamada, who is also a part of the House and similarly fights back against censorship. More recently, there's of course also been Zenko Kurishita from the Tokyo Metro Assembly, who's become very active on social media looking into issues with EN localizers and global organizations that have openly advocated for authoritarian censorship policies. For example, the Australian feminist organization Collective Shout. But as Tomoe pointed out, the number of Japanese politicians, creatives, and Japanese people in general becoming aware of all of these issues is only increasing. To put it simply, this is a big dub. As a matter of fact, over the last 24 hours or so, we have news that Japan's Minister of Economic Security, Kimi Onoda, has issued a public statement where she defends freedom of expression and even talks about firmly protecting people and art from the performative outrage that we often see online from types like the modern audience couch activists. Here we have the 43-second long clip with translations provided by Haruka Wake.
何作っても海外に出して何が燃えてもうちのコンテンツのことは守り抜くっていう姿勢を見せることかなって思っていて、外に出す時にはカルチャライズとか翻訳とかいろいろやるけど、その人たちが海外で日本のそこに合わせたものを見て日本の面白いやんけって日本の見に来たらなんだこれはけしからんみたいな、そういうこの海外が知ってしまったことによって攻撃を受けた時にやかましいこれが日本じゃっていうのを国として毅然とした対応をするからもう好きにやってっていうそのなんだろう腹のくくりっていうのは必要なのかなと思ってます。いやこれはすごい大事。
Another section of her speech transcribed by the account Donmai, which reads, "What the country needs to be careful about is that Japanese content has become this strong not because the country or public institutions supported it, but because creators and the people who love it have nurtured it. That's why rather than how to support it, the key is how to cheer it on without interfering or getting in the way. I want to back it up in the best way possible without putting strange pressure on anyone, so that the potential everyone has can be fully realized, and creators and fans can spread it to the world while staying happy." Onoda's statement also reaching Spanish Twitter in a post that's already got 1 million views and almost 20,000 likes, which reads, "The Japanese government has just told the rest of the world to shut up and stop trying to censor anime." During the Nico Nico convention, Minister Kimi Onoda declared that the global success of otaku culture is due to the passion of its creators and fans, not the politicians. For that reason, she promised zero interference in creative freedom and guaranteed that the state will defend authors against any complaints or foreign pressure. Japanese users responding to the tweet with messages such as, "To all anime and manga fans around the world, isn't it wonderful? Minister Onoda is a champion of our world-class culture. Looking forward to your continued support." Conversely, however, we can already see couch activists getting offended at this news. For example, this user here who responded to the news with this post. "You know, this is ridiculous, not because the government is getting involved, but because it seems like they don't like foreign money, or they take anything as an attack. Yeah, there are crazy people out there, but seriously, do they want to act like little kids who can't be told anything? It's quite amusing how that person is actually the one acting immaturely, but as usual, couch activists have zero self-awareness. But that's it for the latest. As always, thank you everybody for tuning in. Shouts out to our JP bros, and thank you again, Tomoe, for all of the comments. Appreciate all of you guys. Have a great week up ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.